Thank you very much. Thank you for letting us come into your home tonight. I'm your host, Jimmy Crocker. Welcome to the Jimmy Crocker Show. Hope you're having a good time this evening. We appreciate you joining us. Got a lot to talk about tonight. Got entertainment, got musicians, got actors, but most of all, right now, I'd like you to give it up to my very good friend, known him a long time, Mr. Doc Conman Schaefer.
Oh, he's talking about me, Jimmy. I didn't know if you'd remember.
Of course I remember. You think I'd forget that?
Yeah. Oh, I fell down.
Oh. Now listen, you're not going to be here next week. Where are you going to be?
My friend Bob's going to be filling in for me next week.
Do I know Bob?
You may have met him at the Christmas party.
Oh, that Bob. Okay.
Yes. Yeah. So Bob's going to be filling in for me next week, and I am going to be in the studio with Mr. Bruce Boss.
Oh, that's a crock. But the Springsteen himself?
Yes, Springsteen, yes. Now, you know, he and the E Street Band, they sort of broke up.
Oh, yeah.
And so this is going to be the F Street Band.
Kind of a whole new direction.
Yeah, don't ask me what the F stands for.
I won't. Probably best we don't know, huh? Listen, we got a full house tonight. You'll be very impressed with who we got. We're going to have Mustafa Ali Walker in the house. Don't ask me what he's here to talk about. I have no idea, but it's going to be fun, and more importantly, it's going to be educational. It's going to be cutting edge. You're going to have a good time. We're going to have a good time. Stick around. We don't know what's going to happen after this. We might do some cooking. We don't know. I definitely know my good friend, the con man here, is going to play some music for us. I don't think even he knows what he's going to be playing. Hey, listen, stick around. We'll be right back after this message. Hey, welcome back to the Jimmy Crocker Show. I'm Jimmy Crocker, and with me is a very special guest tonight. You all know him. He makes appearances around the world. He's not from here. He's from a different reality.
I am from Toronto. I'm from Toronto. Everybody knows it. And I like, you know, Toronto's good fit. I know it's your show. I'm sorry. No, go ahead.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for my very dear friend, an old friend of mine, the Sultan.
Hello, incantations and bobulations, everybody. I am the Sultan, and I'm glad to be here on the, can I tell them your name?
Please do.
It's the Jimmy Crocker Show.
That's right. And we're glad you could be here today.
Oh, you know.
Wonderful, Mark.
There's Doc. I thought you were arrested. I was in New Orleans, and this man was doing hurricane shooters, and something about a Girl Scout troop. I don't know.
We don't like to ask questions like that.
I'm not saying.
Remind me to tell you, Jimmy, about the time that the Sultan came up to Winnipeg. I'll tell you after the show.
Oh, definitely. Over beer, I think.
No. We don't need to talk about that. But you know, I am a probabulator of future happenings.
Yeah, that's why we have you on the show. Tell us what's going to happen.
And it's my job to come on here. You don't know what I do. You don't know what I do.
We don't.
But I come on the show. And I predict future. You ever read L. Ron Hubbard? Doc, I know you was in that Scientology.
I was a member of Scientology at one time.
The wife got you into it.
Yes.
Doc.
And there was Dianetics, and then there was Diuretics.
I tried Dianetics. I tried
Invasion
Dianetics.
Earth.
Myself, I didn't lose any weight. I just couldn't keep the shakes down. Dianetics didn't work for me. But later on, I found out that you had to, you know, exercise or something. But it's not important. I am a future bobulator of connotation. And, but, you know, I'm getting out of that.
Why is that? That's what you're known worldwide
for. Well, you know, something about I can't go down. They don't want me down at the ball games no more. So, you know, at least
But what about that movie you made with the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders?
Well,
the Sultan Goes to Dallas.
Well, those were like, you know, actually the working title on that was like, you know, cheerleaders in training bikini camp 3. That was the working title, and it didn't work.
I'm sorry, I'd like to have seen that. Doc, would you like to have seen that?
That would have been.
I thought I was playing.
It would have.
That we could have had then consultant. The Sultan does Dallas.
Well, I did do some consulting. It was with a lawyer after that because of the shower scene. I thought I had created control over the shower scene. I didn't.
Well, I'm sorry that ended badly.
It did end badly, but you know, it began me on a career path of filmmaking.
And knowing Larry Flynn.
Huh?
Larry Flint.
I don't want to talk about that.
Okay.
I told you we weren't talking about Larry Flint.
Okay. All right.
And I don't know Larry Flint. And anyway, it began me a path of movie making, and not the dirty kind that we know Doc watches. I'm talking. You look at him. I'm talking Martin Scorsese. You know, one of the great film prosticators of our generations. And anybody ever seen?
I thought. No, correct me if I'm wrong, Sultan. I thought that was pronounced Scorsese.
But when you know him like I do, sometimes, you know, you take liberties with the personal names. Anyway, so, look, is this my camera? Okay.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I was talking to Scorsese over Danish. And I was just sitting there, and he said to me, he said, you know, you remind me of a raging bull. And I said, that's what she said, but no. And then...
Ooh, we can't go there on this show. This is a family show.
I love going there.
Well, you should.
But anyway, he says, you're on a raging bull. And I said, oh, yeah? I said, here's what I said. I said, you talking to me? You talking to me?
Get that looked at.
Ain't nobody else here. You must be talking to me. And with that began our friendship. It's a long, we've been friends ever since. And so I interviewed Scorsese recently on his latest theatrical release, Bringing Out the Dead.
That's supposed to be a wonderful movie.
It is.
Nicolas Cage,
on the set. And we'll be interviewing him later in the show, but that's later in the show.
Nicolas Cage, he's the nephew of what famous movie director?
This is true. Hey, we're going to hold that question for right now. We're going to go to break. Stay with us. We're going to be right back after this commercial message.